Hello friends and welcome back to my channel, and in this video we are going to discuss how to create a navigational bar. Okay, so in all the websites you know that here itself there is a navigational bar on the top, right? Here you can see this is the navigational bar. Okay, so similarly today we are also going to create a navigational bar. Okay, so now I am first giving the name of my project to be navigational bar, and now let's start beginning. Okay, so first I'm going to create a div, okay, with its class to be navbar. So now let's give bar div, and in the next chance I'm going to give a href is equals to, let's give hash. I'll be choosing the class to be AB, anything you can choose. Okay, now I'll give home, let's give bar A. So now you got it, right? Similarly let's give about. Okay, so if it is about an organization you will have something called about, right? Now first let's the CSS. So here I am going to give dot navbar, and let's set a background color. Okay, so whichever is the background color you want, you can set it. Okay, I'll give aquamarine, and now let's give the padding to be 20 px. Okay, so now the next step here is I have to set a style for the AB. Okay, so now in this AB, first I am going to give padding right, which is set to be 10 px. Now let's give the text decoration to be none, which means you don't have an underline or the overline. Okay, so now let's give the color to be black. Got it? So now if you want something like this, what you can do? You can give a border which is called 1 px solid black, and just see it is something like this, right? So now you need like what? You need a padding, right? So now let's give padding 10 px. Got it? Now let's give the margin left, which is set to be 10 px. Got it? We no need of padding right, okay, because initially we are giving. So now if you want this to be white, let's choose it to be white, and let's give it to be 2 px. I'll give the color also to be something like white smoke, but that is not visible, right? Let's give gray. Okay, so these are our buttons. So now again what we have to do? We have to do something like called as the border radius. Okay, here the border has got some radius, right? Because it's not completely onto rectangle. So what you have to do? You have to give something called the border radius, and let's give it to be 5 px. Okay, so now you got its shape, right? Now let's create the next one. Okay, so the next one is actually a drop down. Okay, so now let's create a drop down. I'll create first a class called div class, which is set to be drop down, and let's give bar div, inside which, inside a span, I am going to give courses. So this span should also be having the same like AB. So now let's give a class set to be AB, but it is below, right? We want it onto the same line, isn't it? Courses are just below. Okay, don't worry, we'll give it to be inline. Okay, so now let's come back here and first let's set it to be the drop down. Okay, we'll just give dot drop down. Let's set a position which is like relative. Display, let's give inline block. Okay, okay, still it's there. Let's see what we have to do now. Still it's like this. Okay, what we can do is just go here, right click on this and just see what is the problem. You can directly choose an element here. Drop down, let's give display inline block. Okay, so now it is okay, right? So here you have to give for dot. Okay, it's not drop down. Okay, I actually misgave it, right? So now here you can see that. Wait a minute. Okay, it is in the inline. So the next thing is that after you click on the courses, there should be some courses that comes below, right? So first of all, let's do that. We are going to create another div here with a class known as drop down content. Okay, so now let's give bar div. Now you have to give inside a P. Let's create a class which is known as content, and now let's give an href. Let's give the courses which is set to be btech, and now let's close it. Okay, so now let's set the CSS in such a way that only if it clicks it should be, or it should hover. Okay, so that is what we are going to give right now. For that, what we have to do is let's give dot drop down content, and let's open it. Let's give display none, position absolute, minimum width which is set to be 160 px, box shadow which is set to be 0 px, 8 px, 16 px, 0 px, and let's give something called RGBA which is set to be 0, 0, 0 and 0.2. Now let's give the padding which is set to be 12 px and 16 px. Now the last we have to give the z index which is set to be 1. Okay, so now you guys know that you are not able to see the content, right? So now only after hovering it, okay, or just dragging the mouse over it, you should be able to see the content. So what you can do, you can just give drop down, is to hover, then let's give the drop down content, let's give dot. Okay, I forgot about it. Dot drop down. So after hovering, you have to see the content. So what you have to do, you have to give drop down content, and now let's give display block. Got it? So now here you can see that after refreshing and save it, if you click on this, you will be able to see the course called BTech. Okay? So now what I'm going to do is, let's just copy it and paste it so that there will be so many courses. So whatever is the courses you want, you can directly give. Let's give BR. Then here we'll give MR. Okay. So now here you can see all these are there, but they are in the format like the text decoration lines are also there, right? So what you can do, you can directly, the class is content. So here you can directly give dot content. Now let's give the text decoration to be none. Now again let's see how it looks like. It looks like this. So now again let's give the color to be black. Again see, they are like this. Okay, so for now, here you can see that after each course I want to draw a line to separate it. So which tag I'm going to use? I'm going to use the tag called HR, which is to draw a line. Okay, let's see how the output looks like. You can see that BTech, MTech, and like that. It is just drawing a line, okay, which looks absolutely good, right? Isn't it? So I hope you guys like this video. So if you like this video, please do like, share and subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to press the bell button. So see you guys in the next video with some other interesting topics. Bye bye.